Welcome to the channel. In this two-part video I'm gonna say something about all the games I played through in 2020. What I mean by playing through is that the very minimum I completed the main story. So without further ado, let's get on with it. The first game I finished 2020 was Atelier Ryza. Second Ryza game is already announced and it will be one of my 2021 games. I would consider this as the first modern Atelier game. You can see it from the graphics, smoothness in the gameplay, details, and also the difficulty level is more forgiving. However, some of the bosses can give you hard time if you are not well prepared and use proper tactics. It's a great continuation of Atelier series, which I believe still have lots of great games to give. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is the crowd-funded spiritual successor to the Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and it succeeds. It's maybe even more fun than the Symphony of the Night back in the days. Nice character development with enough freedom to choose from different stuff and huge variation of different familiars. In these style of games you need to have a certain kind of atmosphere for the game to be fun, and this one definitely has it. Though it runs horribly on Switch, so maybe play it on some other system if you can. In Atelier Lydie and Suelle the focus is mostly in these two main characters. Even if this entire plus 50 hours game is located in one main city, it still doesn't get tedious or boring because of the fun dialogue. Also great soundtrack and different painting worlds are really well designed. You can see it's an older game, but I didn't care. This one also runs horribly on Switch, so that you know. This is not really a full game, but it's the last part of the very good Metro Exodus, and it's just as long as Resident Evil 3, so I'm gonna count it in. I think I liked the first DLC more, but this was also a good piece of story and also a decent gameplay. Don't have anything super particular to say about this, but I would really like to see at least one more Metro game. Metro games are such a great stories and Russian humor and culture, and in all aspects they are very unique. For me, the best aspect of Oninaki was its dark theme. It's not a very nice game and not good things happen to good people in it. This can make it a bit more emotional than some other JRPGs. It's a hack and slash game, but with plenty of variety because of all the spirits you find along the way. They all have their skill trees, and progressing in skill trees also reveal their interesting backstories. I didn't grind all of them, but what I saw, they were really interesting to see. Final Fantasy VII Remake is my Game of the Year 2020. Absolutely the best game of the year. The original Final Fantasy VII around 20 years ago was also the best game ever. I played it through multiple times, and I also played it through once more after completing the remake. My favorite character in the original was Aeris, but in the remake my equal favorite was Tifa. All of you who have played this remake, you know how Tifa is. Even if I was wearing those nostalgia goggles, but I think it's a great game for anyone to jump in this series. This is the very best example how a remake should be done. I think almost everyone forgot how long it took to release it. Atelier Aisha is the first game in Atelier Dusk trilogy. I bought the collection on Switch, but I have only played through this first one. I did start the second Dusk trilogy game, but for now I just haven't felt like continuing it. This game has a time limit, but it's long enough so that if you just do all the tasks in different map sections, you will find the necessary cutscenes before the time is up. This is maybe my least favorite of Atelier games so far, but still overall it's not a bad game. This was part 1 of my played through games of 2020. I will be releasing the part 2 shortly, so stay tuned if you wanna see it. Thank you for watching and have a very nice rest of the day. Bye.